And we're back here on SportsLine. Phone line's still open for just a brief time. 737-7767. Rick Byrd, the Belmont basketball coach, standing by in the wings. We will get to him coming up in about 8-9 minutes or so. Back to the phones now, though, and Brian's been waiting a bit. Brian, we appreciate that. You're next up here on SportsLine.
Belmont beat Vanderbilt.
Yes, they did.
Now, don't they? Belmont is a pretty strict school. And I think when you enter school there, you have to sign like a code of conduct and stuff. So, you know, they may be ball players, but they're also they keep them, not on a short leash, but I don't know how to explain it. They're very, it's a very strict school from what I hear. Now, they always win their division, and they always get in NCAA, and they always lose in the first round. Now, is there any way for them to get a couple of bigger guys in the paint, and then moving on quickly to the Titans? If they're going to be deep in the playoffs. Now, how do the Titans play? Now they're going to have to face Pittsburgh and New England late in the playoffs. I am looking ahead, and I don't care what anybody says because I'm looking ahead because that's where we're going to be. Now, do you think it'll bother them if it's snowing up there, if it's cold weather, for them to play up there?
Well, remember your quarterback's from Hawaii, so I would imagine they would prefer not play in the snow. But they're a team that's built for cold weather. If you remember last year, that they played in Kansas City in that game where it was like -7 degrees. And they ran the football. They were able to make a few plays in the passing game and came back for one of the biggest wins in recent memory for the Titans to win that game on the final kick by Ryan Suckup. So this is a team with its running game and now a better defense this year that should be built to play those cold weather December, January type of playoff games or playoff run games. So we'll see.
Is Kansas City in the AFC too? Are they doing pretty good?
Yeah, they're currently leading the AFC West.
Oh, yeah, I think this is the year of the Titans. I'm telling you, I've been telling everybody it's going to be the year of the Titans. And, I think this will be the year if they want to do it.
All right, well, you keep saying that. As far as the Belmont situation goes, it's all about recruiting there. But I'll tell you this much, and we'll talk to Rick Byrd about this coming up, but he has a specific system that is very difficult for teams to get ready for and play because he generally has 5 guys on the floor who can shoot it. And his post players traditionally have been sort of undersized, but they've been very skilled. They can move you out on the floor, they can shoot, they can take you off the dribble. And so in some ways he's got 5 interchangeable parts on the floor, and that can be really difficult for the bigger teams, even the power conference teams, to defend. And so that's part of what he has. That's the way he's coached his teams. So, I think he'd love to have a 6'10" guy, but those guys don't necessarily grow on trees. And the really good ones always get huge Power 5 offers. And so he's made do very well with what he can get at that level.
Yeah. And ask him when he comes on about the code of conduct thing, if they have to sign that.
Okay. We'll see if we can work that in. Brian, we appreciate the call as always. One more thing on the Titans here we want to get to. Let's preview tomorrow night's game in Pittsburgh. Back to John Burton and Jonathan Hutton with a look at the Titans and Steelers.
Thursday night game worth watching. Titans at the Steelers. Huge game. Titans only have a few days after a tough physical game to get ready for a very good Steeler team.
Yeah, that's right. The coaches are back to work right now in preparation for the short week. The players will arrive to the facility tomorrow afternoon. They'll have a walkthrough tomorrow night to install part of their game plan. They'll practice on Tuesday, again on Wednesday morning before flying to Pittsburgh Wednesday afternoon. It is a very condensed week, especially for the players who are banged up.
Now the Steelers won today. They're 7-2. Titans are 6-3. This is a huge swing game in the AFC because if the Titans can pull this caper off, not only are you thinking about winning your division, maybe a 1 or 2 seed in the AFC. This is a huge game.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge, too. A short week against a top team in the AFC. The Steelers' offense, plenty of weapons, starting with Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. And their defense, they know how to routinely pressure the quarterback. It's 7-2 against 6-3, which is a great matchup in prime time on Thursday night.
Well, you and I will both be there. Of course, I lived there for 11 and a half years, so I'm going to take you downtown. We're going to get a permane sandwich and an imp and an iron.
I can't wait.
Jonathan Hutton. He has
I know where we're going.
What I'm saying,
let's
but he's
do
from
it.
Titans Radio and 104.5 The Zone, and we love having him here.
Love being here.